All right, everybody, welcome to today's new member orientation. I hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. I hope you had a great learning week as well as trading week if you are actively pushing buy and sell buttons. So today we're going to go over, the first thing we're going to go over is navigating the back office, okay? So the site you want to go to is imarketslive.com. You enter your username and password, and this is what it'll look like, okay? Then you come to your little menu bar over here. This will get you back to the home screen that we're currently on. Right here is where you want to access IML Academy, IML TV. You can access the Harmonic Scanner, Pip Talk, the Night Owl Swing Trade sessions with Christopher Terry and the recordings. This is your referral link if you're actively building or if you're a student who's referring friends and family members. It'll show you the people that you actively have referred. Shopping cart is where you go to add on things. So like Bounce Back, Web Analyzer, Swipe Coins, Swipe Trades, things of that nature. This goes over all of your order history, your upline info, our spam policy, your personal info, how you can contact iMarkets Live, and the log off option. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to click on IML Academy for you all. In order to access that, you enter your username and password. You have to click I acknowledge, then click log in. Right here is where you have all of your on-demand videos, ladies and gentlemen, okay? This has some app education for the web analyzer, crypto basics, things to go over for mindset. I highly recommend the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning before you check Facebook, emails, text messages, or anything like that is to listen to something that's going to feed your mind. I have recently started tapping into Steve Harvey via YouTube. He's a part of, this is the one I started listening to. Is this it? Yes, this one right here, Living Your Dreams. And Steve Harvey was in this one, and it got me to just listening to more things and just to hear his journey and what he went through. Because sometimes as traders, you can compare yourself to the person to the left or to the person to the right. You'll see people making profits and things like that. But you got to stay focused and stay your course. Remember, trading is 90% mental and 10% technical. Anybody can learn how to trade. However, a strong mind person is going to stay the course. You know, Quinn, our leader here at Legacy Wealth Builders, along with Robert, she said something very phenomenal last night on training, from the aspect of, why are you doing this? What made you say, yes, I want to learn the skill set of trading? Only you can answer that. And just a little sidebar, make sure you write down the 5 reasons why and take a screenshot and get it over to your sponsor. That is for them to help you in situations like yesterday when Quinn said, you know what? I have been riding Bitcoin, boom, 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 boom. It was doing good, looking good. But then guess what? Bitcoin turned around and made a drop, and she was on the other side of that drop. And it had kind of taken away some of her profits to the point where she said, she was like, you know what? Forget this. I'm done. I'm gonna quit. Okay? But only someone that feeds their mind and also analyze why you took a hit on that trade. Now, she didn't end negative, but she said she didn't have the profits that she did have. And she said something very important, because she didn't get out and take her profits when she knew she should have. So again, guys, Training is 90% mental, 10% technical. Every morning you should be feeding your mind. If you don't know what to feed your mind with, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to your sponsor. You can reach out to anyone. You can come here to our Telegram group. Where's our Telegram group? Right here. You click on the picture of Robert and Quinn and you click on shared links. It's some motivational stuff up in here somewhere that you can click on because everyone shared. Look, unlock your gifts. I don't know who shared it. Oh, you guys can't see anything. Sorry. Thank you, Kendra. Turn my camera on. No, that's not it. I need to share my screen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry about that, y'all. So I'll go back. If you come to our Telegram group, and you guys are telling me in the chat. Can you all hear me? Rosa, can you hear me now? I know you couldn't see anything. That was my fault. Rosa, can you put a number 1 in the chat if you can hear me? Because according to my screen, you can. Okay, perfect. All right. Sorry about that. Thanks, Kendra, for reaching out to letting me know. So when you go to our Legacy Wealth Builders page, there's going to be a picture of Robert and Quinn. You can click on shared link. There's going to be something motivational up in here. Like July 2nd, someone shared something. So if you're looking for something to get yourself jump started, you have several options and ways of finding those particular tools. So for IML Academy, you want to click on Forex English Academy. There's a series 100, 200, and 400. I put out an updated schedule for everyone to go through, like a little guide. Day 1, get through series 100. These videos are not long at all. Day 2, series 200. Day 3, you need to be going through series 400, and series 400 is on how to use the harmonic scanner. I highly recommend reaching out to your sponsor to guide you with a strategy for it. Now, I have one. You can reach out to me for a strategy. There are strategies via the Harmonic Scanner IML TV channel. There are strategies via Stephen Hooley's YouTube page. Let's go ahead and explore that together. If you punch in Stephen Hooley, enter ECC 11. Learn how. I love Noreen. Her story is just absolutely phenomenal. She's actually coming to Detroit because I asked her to. There's an ECC 11 tour that Dr. Kathy, she will be here at the end of July. And Noreen said she was thinking about coming. And I was like, no, don't think about it. Just come. I cannot wait to meet her. She didn't create ECC 11. She's coming to learn. But her story just touched my heart. She was working a job, and the one thing she wanted was a dog. But she couldn't have a dog because of her work schedule. Nobody would be home. So she got serious, learned the skill of trading. She now has a dog. Her dog is always on her Facebook page. But she was able to pay off her house in 6 months trading. Now, we don't make no income claims, y'all, and we on our private page and stuff like that. But in 6 months, I have not found a job yet that would allow me to work, and in 6 months, I can pay off my house. That's a wonderful testimony. So I can't wait just to be around her, like soak in the knowledge that she has. And she and I use two totally different strategies, but we have trading in common. So, I just can't wait to meet her. But anywho, she goes over that information. If you go to Stephen Hooley's page, subscribe to it. Subscribe to the Legacy Wealth Builders page, guys. I put that in there in the chat as well for our team page. And I am going to commit to getting back on my grind with uploading the videos and things like that. I have no excuse, so I ain't going to make one. And then if you go to Facebook, hold on, because I'm going to have to go on a different page because I'm live on there. If you go to Facebook and punch in Web Analyzer, everybody needs to join the Web Analyzer page, because how I was able to develop my strategy, Stephen Hooley goes live with testimonies of people who are successful with the Web Analyzer with particular strategies. But I thought about it. I said, well, if that strategy is working on the Web Analyzer, see, I love people that's coachable and teachable. We're on here right now, and Kendra has not only let me know my screen wasn't working, but she went on there and asked to join the Web Analyzer. Now, I don't control the Web Analyzer, whether someone gets in or not. I mean, you're going to get in. But guys, be coachable and teachable. Join the group, because what will happen is when someone goes live, you will get alerted. That's how I was able to develop my strategy, because one day Tasha Dyer was live. Nope, this one ain't it. It's in here somewhere. And her story is absolutely phenomenal, because she's a financial advisor. I used to be a certified, I used to be a licensed banker for JP Morgan Chase. I didn't know nothing about this, about trading on these terms, but I listened to her story. It was absolutely phenomenal. And I looked at her strategy. Well, guess what? There are a couple tweaks that I made for my eye. I incorporated a moving average from Dr. Spiller. I incorporated a moving average from Lasaldo, and boom, that's what I teach my people now. It's simple on the eyes, and it's easy to me, okay? But you gotta also remember, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. Our Chairman 500, David Imonitie, says that all the time, okay? So request to join the Web Analyzer, because if those strategies works on the Web Analyzer, they're gonna work on the harmonic scanner. I promise you. The strategy that I have now, the originator of the one part of that strategy, she did it on the Web Analyzer. I just put two and two together, okay? So go through here. On day 3, when you're on the harmonic scanner, reach out. If it's me, whoever it is, reach out and explore the strategies. And I even have another one in our group, in our Telegram group, Share Media Files. Manny Quinones, who is a educator, he has the triple fire. I put his strategy in here too. I'm not telling you to use mine. I'm just telling you to use something that works, because the harmonic scanner automatically comes with our subscription at no charge. Additional charge, let me say that. So master the tools that come with your subscription. And then if you want to add more things on, rock out. But here's his full strategy in there. And I've used many strategy before, and it works. It absolutely works. And I reviewed it this morning, and I said, man, I can look for divergence in my trades with the strategy that I use now. Okay? You know, if you don't know what divergence is, you're going to have to keep digging in the IML Academy, because we ain't going over that today. But anywho, all right, so IML Academy. Remember, your first 3 days, you need to get through it. And I also put a side note, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday while the market is closed, you should be going back through it. I think it was back in December, we had a Chairman 500, Lord Jesus, a Chairman 10 who was giving Legacy Wealth Builders a private training. And he said he'd been through IML Academy over 20 times. It might have been like 25 or something like that. Well, no wonder he's a Chairman 10, because he knows what he's talking about. No wonder he can teach us a strategy and show us how to make money. He knows what he's talking about because he's been through the academy, and not just one time, a bunch. Okay, so there's that. IML TV. Now, at the beginning of your second week, well, not even that, maybe day 4, day 5, it's time to start creating a schedule. Excuse the noise. I have to open up a fresh pack to clean my glasses off. They're filthy and I can't see the screen. Give me 1 second. With IML TV, we need to create a schedule. So whenever you get on the training, guys, you want to make sure you have a notebook and pen. Note takers are money makers. I will highly recommend having a calendar available as well, because you never know what's going to be taught. Because guess what we're all about to do together today? Create our schedule for next week. I purposely did not do my schedule yet because we are going to do it together. So if you do not have your planner, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to go get it. Put a number 2 in the chat when you have your planner handy. So we have Kendra and Rosa. I'm not going to move on until you guys have your planner. And I don't know you have it when you put a number 2 in the chat. Okie dokie, ladies. So today is Saturday. We're going to go to Forex Basics in IML TV. So the first thing I want you to do is, for tomorrow up until next Saturday, write down what you have to do in your personal life. So if it's work, if it's a doctor's appointment, if it's whatever it is. I'm not talking about learning the skill of trading related. Write down your personal life things that you have to do. And I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to go ahead and do that. Doctor's appointment, anything. And I'm doing it too. And I'm going to pause the recording just so people don't have to like sit there while we're doing this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to the next step of creating a schedule. And it looks like we have some more people come on. So I have Katrina and Nicole also. Do you all have a planner? Yes or no? You can type it in the chat. Great, Nicole. What about Catherine? I don't know why I said Katrina. I think I just said that. I meant to say Catherine. So Nicole, yes or no? were you able to go ahead and schedule out your personal affairs? Perfect. Great. So we're going to go ahead and move on. This recording is available directly in our Legacy Wealth Builders Facebook group for anyone that needs to go ahead and jump off. You can access it there. As I stated at the beginning of our call, you also want to make sure you subscribe to our Legacy Wealth Builders YouTube page. I placed that in our Telegram group earlier as well, so you can access it from there. You're welcome. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead, and as new members, we should all be in. I'm just going to go ahead and lower that chat. I'm going to make sure to check it. In the basics group. So I'm going to back up to make sure everyone knows how to get there. On your main page is IML TV. It's going to ask you to enter your username and password. I just logged off, so that's why it didn't make me do it. You want to access English. Forex Basics is the only place you guys should be right now, at least for your first 30 days. Okay, so I'm able to go through here and tell you who I do and do not watch because I've watched everybody. I believe that you need to tap in and tune into who fits your personality. So for example, I was in Advanced and I was on Abel's channel, and Abel is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Where is he? No, that here he is, right here. And he said something that I was kind of feeling anyways. He said, pick one educator, one that fits your personality and your trading style, and stick with them. And he said, if it's not me, that's okay. Go ahead and log off. And I closed out his session, because I have my person that I learn best from. And I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to make anyone biased towards a particular educator, because that's a journey you're going to have to go on your own to find out who that is. So Mike Miles, underneath Basics, he's great. He just doesn't work for me. Adeze, when I was a new student, that was my road dog. Okay, Joshua, I'm not gonna lie, I got on his sessions because I was like, he hot, he fine. He's a great educator too. Chance and Samantha, they were wonderful at the time I needed them for what I needed to grow. Abel, he's on Basics here as well. He's a huge market structure teacher. Okay. Jimmer, I know I cannot listen to him. He is monotone. I don't like that. As you can tell, I'm not monotone. And Max and Liliana, baby, I love them. They just go so deep into detail. And I'm the kind of person, if this, then that. Then when it does this, what should I do? If it turns that way, I'm going to do this. I like them because they break it down like that. So for all new students, I'm going to highly recommend, you can do whatever you want to do. Highly recommend you go to Max and Liliana's session like yesterday. Okay, so you scroll down and you click access session. They're on Sundays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, here's the thing. Let's say you're not available. And like, when I say not available, I mean like you at work. Because I had to give up some stuff when I started trading or learning the skill of trading. And it's a conversation I had with myself. I'm not going to impose that conversation on anyone, but I will share it with you. Nobody in my family has anything that I want financially. Nothing. Now, I have family members that are quote unquote financially sound, but my goal is not to work a job. So nobody has that independence. So there's some things that I had to separate myself from, some things that I had to miss, or I knew if I was going to Sunday dinner, I had to take my laptop with me and find a quiet place in the house so I could get on this session to learn. Because there's nobody in my family that can teach me a skill that's going to pay me for the rest of my life and give me time freedom. But that, again, that's just a conversation Tiffany had with herself and a shift in my mindset. So in the event you have a function going on that maybe you can't go to another room to take your laptop and do things like that, it's understandable. Weddings, stuff like that. I get that. But what I would do, so let's say Sunday, tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're like, I'm going to watch Max and Liliana. Or you're like, dang, I want to tune in, but I have to go to work. Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'd still write in Max and Liliana, but I would put in parentheses recording. That lets me know I have to watch the recording. Tuesday at 9:30, if you're available, great. But if not, still put the session there and put in parentheses recording, because that'll be your indicator to watch the recording. So what if you can't get on live and you have to access the recording? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I'd be more than happy to answer that question for you. So there are two ways to access recordings. Right here where it says recorded videos. I don't like going over here. It's not that it doesn't work. That's just me. I access the recordings right here. You guys need to go all the way down to their first two sessions, the language of candlestick patterns. Okay. There's two parts. Part 1, part 2. I highly recommend, because you're going to learn when reversals are coming up because of how candlesticks are going to look. And you'll be amazed at how your eye will begin to see it. So I just want to show you guys an example really quickly. Remember I said I like how they break down when it does this, do that, go here, do this, turn left, turn right. They show you how to trade a piercing line. So I'm going to just start it real quick. And for some reason, my audio is jacked up on this computer, so you're not going to hear what they're saying. Let me just fast forward. Oh, you can hear it. Not what I want to show you, so hold on. Hold on, y'all. So, as you can clearly see, they're showing you visual examples of what tweezer bottom candles look like. But look, there are 4 different versions. But the leading version is a bearish candle, okay? And bearish is a sell candle, which most people have read, okay? With this one right here, tweezer top candles. So this is a tweezer bottom, this is a tweezer top. But then not only do they go on to visually show you and explain what it means, Let me fast forward. They give you how to trade it. To me, it don't get no better than this. I love teaching like this. Well, learning like this, because I haven't taught it. I just follow them. But you're checking for a preceding downtrend or a pullback or retracement. You don't know what a pullback or retracement is or downtrend, we're reverting back to IML Academy. You're waiting for the third candle to close above the high of both candles to confirm the bullish force. Buy at the opening of the fourth candle. Your stop loss is at least 10 to 15 pips below the low of both candles that make up the pattern. Like literally, when I was still working on my what do you call that thing, tablet, I took screenshots of this page. Then I took screenshots of the other page where the tweezer top and the tweezer bottom was. It made it go all the way back to the beginning. This computer acts crazy. Anywho, I took pictures of that and I printed it out. I had a guide for, I'm not gonna let that go back. I think you guys get the point. I had a visual example of, where are my, they're usually right here on my desk. Lord, if my son, oh, here they are, because I took them to a session where I was helping people trade. Like, I'm gonna turn my camera around so y'all can see it. How do I? So right here, can you guys see that? Sign to sell. I put that at the top. Bearish engulfing, and I drew it out by hand. And then on the back, I wrote what they had on the screen that I was showing you guys. Like, that's how serious I am about learning it. And I made little flashcards. I mean, I got a bunch of them. And I wrote them out by hand because there is power with the eye-hand coordination. And I keep them with me all the time to constantly study. It's on the front and the back. Like, I'm not going to recommend anything to you guys that I don't do for myself. I don't know. Oh, because I wrote it on the front. I'm like, why it's not written on there? Tweezer top that they just went over. Like, I'm serious. Which one was this one? The hanging man. Like, I wrote all that stuff out, y'all. And I keep them with me all the time. These are the ones where I printed them off at work. So I could, you know, that's how I first started studying for it. And I keep these with me all the time at my desk or in my bag and things like that. So I highly recommend that you guys go through those first two because it's going to make a difference in your trading. Promise, promise, promise. So that's how you access the recordings. They make recommendations on their favorite videos. So let's go back and make a schedule. Like, who are you going to tune into? You guys can go into your own back office and write them down, and this is how you access them. But, you know, get to know their times, learn their schedule and different things like that. Also, what you want to do is access their recording, because that will give you a gauge on, okay, who do I vibe with? Because you don't have to wait till they're live. I remember when I first started IML, we only had 5 recordings. So, for example, if you came here to the, first of all, it didn't even look like this. But here you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one. When he went live the next time, it automatically booted out this last one. Like how we have archives now. Oh my God, we didn't have that in the beginning. So this is totally, totally awesome. I'm glad we're able to have that. But that's why I had you make your personal schedule first, so you can then go in and incorporate learning around your life. Okay? So I'm not going to wait for us to go ahead and do that because you'll need time and things of that nature. But that's something that you absolutely want to do, guys. Absolutely. So now I showed you how to navigate Telegram. I showed you how to do IML Academy. I showed you how to incorporate IML TV into your life. If a session is coming on while you're at work, remember, put recording by it, but then you got to go in your planner and plan when you're going to watch the recording. Okay? So the next thing I want to do is the harmonic scanner. It always has to refresh itself. Good Googling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a strategy that I use. Okay? It's very simple to set up. If you need to access how to build it, guess what you can do? Go to Legacy Wealth Builders and watch this recording. All right, so the first thing I do, I use Heikin-Ashi candles. Come here to indicators, punch in moving average. Yes, I'm going to be going fast because we're almost at 3 o'clock and I do not want to be over an hour on a Saturday. You'll click moving average 3 times. You don't have to cross out, X out. You're going to punch in parabolic, well, PAR, that'll come up. Then you want to punch in stochastic. Oops. You can remove the RSI. So for your first moving average, we're going to make that a 4. Source is HLC3. The color is red. Make your line thicker. Second one, go to format. That color is blue. Make your line a little thicker. It's a 10. The source is HLC3. Third one, that's going to be a 50 EMA. Source HLC3. Style. Ooh, pull the color over. Make that line a little thicker. Parabolic support and resistance. Only thing you change on that is your style. For your stochastic, I like my colors to be solid. My upper line, I make red because I know I'm going to be selling. My lower line, I make either green or blue because I know I'm going to be buying. Make them a little bit thicker, leave it at 80 and 20. Your inputs are 14, 3, 3. Boom, the chart is built. That's it. Come here to save it, name it Prosperity. Click save. I'm not going to do it because the template is already on here. Now, what I decided is I'm going to start working off the 1 hour time frame because it'll be easier to catch 20 pips on the higher time frame. Boom. The weekend is good. Any day is good, y'all. But the weekend, set up your week. Set up your Sunday and Monday, possibly Tuesday, depends. Come on here. Put this strategy on there or pick a strategy. Put it on there and let's get to building some accounts and making withdrawals on them. Okay. So for my particular strategy, what I like to do is I'm going to come to my toolbar. I'm going to grab a vertical line. I'm going to make that vertical line blue because I'm looking to buy. I'm going to make the line thicker. Well, Tiffany, how do you know you're looking to buy? That line is in the wrong spot. Should be right here. How do you know you're looking to buy? I'm glad you asked, team. If the take profit is above the entry, you're looking to buy. If the take profit is below the entry, you're looking to sell. If you didn't know that, I'll repeat it and you need to write it in your notes. So the first thing you're looking to identify is this trade telling me I'm looking for a potential buy or am I looking for a potential sell? If the take profit is above the entry, you're looking to buy. If the take profit is below the entry you're looking to sell. I place a blue vertical line because based upon where the take profit is, I'm looking for a buy. To me, I identify blue with buy. Okay, maybe you use green. I don't know, but whatever your color is, roll with it. I try to keep everything uniform. My buy candles on here are blue. My stochastic for a buy is blue. So that's why I choose blue. I'm going to take a vertical line again. I'm going to place it right here. Well, what am I looking for my strategy? I'm glad you asked. I have to see first, is there a transition zone? Well, what is a transition zone? A transition zone is consolidation, indecision. This is a good example right here of a transition zone. I don't have a transition zone yet. Fine. The next thing I'm looking for are the twisting of my 4, which is my red moving average, and my 10, which is my blue moving average. So they haven't twisted. This trade is not ready. I'm looking for the parabolic support and resistance to go from being on top to being at the bottom. That's showing me it's ready to move up. The next thing I'm looking for is for my stochastic to be at or below the 20 line, moving up with the blue on top. This is an example of the blue being on top. Okay. So since this is calling for a buy, I'm going to visually show you what a buy confirmation would look like. Let's go find one. This is a good one right here. Can you show your setup box so I can take a picture of your settings of this before we end? I'm going to have you go back to the recording. Well, wait, hold on. For the parabolic star and a stochastic, yep, just give me 1 second and I'll pull it up for you. So this trade is calling for a buy. Let's let our eyes visually see a buy. So let's say we found this trade right here. Okay, let's say we found this trade right here. We don't have a transition zone yet, but this right here where there's a candle with a wick at the top and the bottom, that's considered a transition zone. That's indecision, okay? Our stochastic was it was close to the 20. It had a little bit more to go until it rounded off, right? Our stochastic, the blue line crossed above the red line. That's why I don't like the way this looks. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. The blue line crossed above the red line and they both were pointing up and going up together for the stochastic. For my moving averages, the blue line crossed and my flat bottom Heikin-Ashi candles were above the blue line. For this strategy, if you're in a buy, your flat bottom Heikin-Ashi candles have to be above the blue line. Do you guys visually see how they were above the blue line? I had a parabolic support and resistance at the bottom for a buy. So I'm going to go over the steps one more time. Well, first of all, you're going to identify if it's calling for a buy or a sell. We know it's a buy because the take profit is above the blue line, right? Do I have a transition zone, an indecision candle, consolidation? Yes, I do. If you look left, you'll see consolidation was right here too. Something Brianna said over a year ago, and I want you guys to write this down. Look left in order to get right. Because everything to the left of where you are have already happened. So we're going to pretend none of this stuff happened to the right. I had to look left. If I look left, I saw my transition zone. I saw my indecision. I saw my consolidation. Yes or yes? Yeah. So was there consolidation? Yes, there was. When I got my blue line, when I got my flat bottom Heikin Ashi candles above my blue line, I knew I had a buy. And my moving averages twist. Guys, always remember this with this strategy. No twist, no trade. Well, what do you mean, Tiffany? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to make it bigger. You see up in here where the blue and red line twist? They twist so I can make a buy. It twists down here. With this strategy, you will save yourself a lot of headache. No twist, no trade. Even though the other things are important, to me, the most important thing here are the twisting of the moving averages. Then I can look for my flat bottom Heikin Ashi candles for a buy. Then I can look for my flat top Heikin Ashi candles for a sale. So no twist, no trade. After I get my twist, do I have flat bottom Heikin Ashi candles above my blue line for a buy? Do I have the twist of my stochastic line with the blue line twisting on top of the red line, and they're both going in the same direction for a buy? This is what you want visually to see. And I'm showing you that because for ACAD, you guys put this on your radar for market tomorrow. Remember, the market opens at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what you're waiting on. So this ain't ready yet, y'all. So I had someone ask me to show, hold on one second because I want to get it right, my parabolic star and stochastic. Here it is for the stochastic 14, 3, and 3, Nicole. So I'm going to leave that up. 5, 4, 3. Okay. Did you get the style too, hun? Boom. And now let me show her the, this darn harmonic scanner acting crazy again. It took away the pattern, but that's okay. Okay, there it is. And she wants the PSAR. PSAR, all you're focused on is style. So you can make the dots whatever color you want them. I just make them bigger so I could see it. Boom. Great. All right, it'll load back up in 1 second. So what I am gonna also do is a recording of the strategy and how to use it in more detail. But I want to give you guys something to start with for the beginning of the market opening, tomorrow. I'm choosing to go on the 1 hour time frame to get my 20 pips per day. This is the compounding sheet that I am using. You're welcome. This is the compounding sheet I'm using. This is Manny Quinonez's. It is in the Triple Fire PDF that I showed you all. I just chose to save it to my desktop. Here it is right here. And then you would just have to scroll to the bottom. to see it. I pulled it up earlier. I don't know where it went to, but that's how you guys can access that. So before we jump off today, what questions do you have? I will ask that you unmute yourself and not use the chat if you have questions. Oh, let me check Facebook. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. My computer just absolutely shut down. So I'm back underneath mine from my cell phone because I didn't have time to log out to log in under Legacy Wealth Builders. Sorry about that, y'all. So does anyone have any questions? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So if you guys don't have any questions, we will go ahead and drop off. Again, I'm sorry about that. It just shut down on me from nowhere, y'all. This googly. That was cray. All right then, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, and you enjoy the rest of your day. See y'all Wednesday. Bye-bye.